chemical kinetics. Before jumping to chemical kinetics, what are the things that we study in chemistry? Mariam, we study matter, right?
Yes.
We study matter. I mean, in general, if we look at science, these divisions, physics, chemistry, and biology, these has been done just for our convenience. For nature, it is not like biology is not a separate branch, and physics is not a separate branch, and neither chemistry is a separate branch. So for nature, things are as it is. Nothing in nature. There is a matter, and there is another thing which is known as energy. Okay. If we talk about things that exist, this is, I mean, you can classify matter and energy. These are the only things that exist, and now quantifiable things. There is one more whose physical existence is not present. I mean, you cannot define it. If you want to think about it, and what is it? Can I see it? Can I look at it? So, can you guess what is that? What is that thing? I mean, thing is not a very good word to say. What is that parameter? Or see, energy and matter. These are the two things. Anything other than energy and matter that is of importance, that is of any importance, which we cannot see, which we cannot hold. Any idea?
Time.
Yeah. So that is the third factor, time. Time. Now, if you look at time, time is very abstract. Sometimes you will see, now when Einstein was asked to define time, he said time is something that clock says. So what is time? Simply as it is. It is something that we measure to keep in track of things, how things are changing, how fast and how slow. So chemical kinetics will be about the change of matter. And when we study chemistry, we see the matter and the change of matter with respect to time. Change of matter with respect to time. Okay. Chemistry is also a study of matter, but it is mainly the study of change of matter. And what happens with different changes? Some changes are endothermic, some changes are exothermic, right? Our chapter is chemical kinetics. Please give it a heading. Chemical kinetics. You have already learned some kinematics in your 11th standard. So whenever we deal with kinetics or change with respect to time, change with respect to time is known as rate, right? It is known as rate. Now, if you look at velocity and speed, velocity or speed, okay. So velocity or speed is the change in what? Change in dash with respect to time divided by change in time. Yes, okay. Amalya and Ahmed are also here. We have just started, Ahmed and Amalya. We are talking about chemical kinetics, and we are going to relate it to, yes, we are going to relate a few topics with the velocity and speed that you have learned in 11th standard. So can you tell me what is rate? Change in distance upon time, speed. If you're okay, let me not write it like this. Let me write speed. Speed is what? Change in dash. You must have learned this formula, na? Distance upon time. But rather it is not distance upon time, it is change in something divided by time, divided by change in time. No idea?
Change in
You can't
position.
recollect. Yeah, very good, Mariam. Change in position. Change in position divided by change in time. Now, in chemistry also, chemical kinetics, it will be dealing with some change by change in time. Change in time will be similar, but the change that we will be studying will be in concentration. Okay, that deals with first is what is chemical kinetics. Write the first line. It is the study of rate of reaction. It is the study of rate of reaction. What is rate? Rate is equal to delta C, that is change in concentration, change in concentration divided by change in time. You can also write this as rate is equal to delta C by delta T. Okay, simple. Rate is equal to now for a particular reaction, let us say A to B. Don't write these things. Please don't write anything below this line. A to B. Now, as the time is increasing, let us say at time is equal to 0. Initially, what happens? There is some concentration of A. Let us say there is n moles of A, and there are 0 moles of B. Now, at time t, let us say, there will be some n minus A moles will be reacted, and since for each mole of A, 1 mole of B is formed, A moles of B will also be formed. Now, if you look at the change here, this is the initial point, this is the final point, right? This is the final point. Now, we can also write the rate of reaction in terms of A and also in terms of B. There is a term which is known as rate of disappearance of the rate of disappearance of A. Okay, rate of disappearance of A. Don't write anything as of now. So, what is the rate of disappearance of A? How is the A disappearing? Okay, change in the concentration of A. So, final minus initial. So, what will be final minus initial? Final is n minus A minus of n. Okay, divided by what is the time 0 to t? So, the time t will be t, just t. Okay, because in the final is t minus 0, initial is 0. So, that is why I can directly write only t. As you can see, this is equal to minus A of t, minus A of t. Now this rate and speed, it can never be negative. That is why we include a negative sign if we are writing for disappearance, that means we are writing for products, okay? Only used to express the change in reactants, but not products, okay? So what is disappearing? E is disappearing, and only for reactants we will use this, okay? So what is minus and minus? This will be equal to A of T. Things are very simple as of now. I hope that a rate of appearance of B, okay? This will be what? What is the final B? Final B is A minus 0 divided by T minus 0. Change in time is also that much. That is also equal to A by T. That is also equal to A by T. Now we can see that, okay, this rate of appearance, rate of disappearance, ROD, I will write this as ROD. Rate of appearance, I will write it as ROA. So ROD is only for reactants and ROA is only for product. Now, rate of disappearance is also known as rate of consumption, because A is getting consumed, and rate of appearance is also known as production because B is getting produced. Please don't write anything as of now. Now we are just looking at the terms. And when we look at this reaction A giving B, we can say that rate of disappearance of A is equal to rate of appearance of B. Move this effect here. Okay. This is of A is equal to rate of appearance of B. Any doubt till here? Any doubt till here regarding the rate of appearance, rate of disappearance? Yes, Abir, Ahmed, Amalia,
Same.
Fatima. No doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we will write the definitions. Okay. Now we will write the definitions. What is first of all rate of reaction? Yes, Ahmed, chapter 4. Why do you want to scroll up, Abir? You want to write?
Yes, sir. I want to.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't have to. Only you just have to write this much.
Sir,
You can speak. Yeah, that's it. Not these parts. Okay, we will write these parts. Only write this much.
so we have to write.
Only this much. Not below. You don't have to write. Above, you have to write. If you have not written. Let me know if you are done.
Yes, sir.
What about Abir?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Now you will write with me. Okay. We have defined a few terms. Rate of reaction, first of all. Rate of reaction is equal to, what is rate of reaction? I mean, not equal to, but we are going to define it. So rate of reaction is what? It is defined as the change in concentration of products or reactants per unit time, per unit time. Now, most important part is that, what is most important part here in rate of reaction? It is always positive. It is always positive. Now there is the rate of appearance, and this rate of reaction I sometimes will write it as ROR. Rate of appearance will be ROA. What is the rate of appearance? Change in concentration of appearance will be for products or reactant.
Product.
Yeah, change in concentration of products per unit time. Only for products. Next is rate of disappearance. ROD. Change in concentration of reactants per unit time. This is only for
Reactant.
reactants. Okay. Please write this. You must be done with rate of reaction, so right? Rate of appearance and rate of disappearance. These are very similar. The only difference is that rate of appearance is for products, rate of disappearance is for reactants. If you have written rate of appearance, you can also write the rate of disappearance. You should always remember all these rates will be positive. Okay, all these rates should be positive. Okay, Ahmed is done. Don't raise your hands. I mean, you must be writing with me. So, Abir, are you done? Okay, Abir is done. Okay, so I guess most of you will be done, right? Fatima, Nazira, Sania.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Fine. Again, please don't write these things. Now, please listen. For example, we have looked at this type of reaction, A giving B, in which we saw that the rate of disappearance of A is equal to rate of appearance of B, and this was the rate of reaction. This is also the rate of reaction. Now, let's suppose we have a reaction of this kind. 2A is giving B. 2A is giving B. Now, in this reaction, for each 1 mole of A, half moles of B will be formed. Yes or no?
Oh, yes, sir.
For each mole of A, half mole of B will be formed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what can I say about the rate of reaction here? Rate of, let us say, rate of appearance. Rate of disappearance of A and rate of disappearance of A. This should be equal to 2 into rate of, we write in short, tell me yes or no.
So
Rate of
A is 2.
rate of disappearance of A is equal to 2 times the rate of appearance of B, because you can see that for each mole of A, we have consumed how many moles of A? 1 mole. That is equal to 2 into how many moles of B has been produced? 1/2. So when you have to equate it, you have to multiply 2, na?
Yes.
Yes or no? What about others? Abir, Mariam, Fatima, did you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone? Okay. Now, since you saw that this 2 is coming from the stoichiometric coefficient of A, right? This 2 is coming from the stoichiometric coefficient of A. So it is rather more elegant if we write it like this. We keep the stoichiometric coefficient like this: 1/2 into rate of disappearance of A is equal to rate of appearance of B, and this will be equal to rate of reaction. This will be equal to rate of reaction. Right? We are keeping the stoichiometric coefficient, but we are here dividing the stoichiometric coefficient because of this mathematics. Okay, we have just proved that rate of disappearance of A is equal to 2 times the rate of appearance of B. That means half of the rate of disappearance of A is equal to rate of appearance of B. Now, from here you will write. We have written everything. Now for a generalized reaction, please start writing. For a general reaction in which we have A moles of A, the stoichiometry of capital A is A, plus B of B giving C of C plus D of D. In this reaction, how will you write the rate of reaction? So please say rate of reaction is equal to, first of all, negative of, because we are writing the reactants, because negative of 1 by A into the change in concentration, that is the side delta A upon delta T is equal to minus 1 upon B delta B upon delta T, that is equal to not minus, now plus 1 upon C delta C of T is equal to 1 upon D into delta B upon delta T. D upon delta T. Okay. So why negative sign here? Because it is disappearing, and just to show that A and B are disappearing, we have to write the negative sign. Now this stoichiometric, these all are divided by their stoichiometric coefficient. So rate of reaction is equal to, this is the equation that you will always get for each and every reaction. Okay, rate of reaction is equal to 1 upon the stoichiometric coefficient of A, 1 upon again stoichiometric coefficient of B, 1 upon stoichiometric coefficient of C, 1 upon stoichiometric coefficient of D. And these negative signs, these are telling me what? These are telling me that these are disappearing. These positive signs are telling me that these are appearing. But you have to also remember the rate of disappearance of A. This is this rate of disappearance of A. It is not looking at the stoichiometric coefficient. Now these equality signs, this equation that we have made, it only arises if we have this. Now what is this rate of appearance of rate of disappearance of A? It will be still minus of the delta of A upon the delta of time. Okay. So rate of disappearance of A will still be minus of delta of concentration of A divided by delta of time, because this is an experimental thing and this reaction that we have written is a theoretical thing. A rate of disappearance and rate of appearance, these are related by the stoichiometric coefficient, but these are not dependent on the stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, individually if you see, rate of disappearance of A will be minus delta A by delta T. Similarly, rate of disappearance of B will be equal to minus delta B by delta T. Rate of appearance of C will be equal to delta C by delta T. And at last you have rate of appearance of D, which will be equal to now also write one more point here in the sign. Whenever you have this sign now, it means concentration in terms of mole per liter. Okay, in terms of mole per liter. So please write this. Any doubt, anyone, in this expression of rate of reaction? Yes, Abir, Ahmed, Mariam, Fatima.
No, sir.
Raise your hand if you're done. Sanya done? No, Sanya? Others can lower their hands. Amalya is also not done? Okay, done. Everyone is done. Okay. All of you can lower your hands now. So this is the equality that we can write for different reaction. Let us see some example. Express the rate of reaction for following. Express the rate of reaction for following. Let's take an example. PaCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. In this reaction, the rate of reaction will be minus the concentration of PCl5 divided delta T. Because the stoichiometric coefficient is 1, so 1 upon 1 will be 1 only. Okay, so please write this clearly. Let me write it clearly. Minus of delta PCl5. Now it is giving you what? Delta of PCl3, change in PCl3 divided by change in time. It will be also equal to change in the concentration of Cl2 divided by change in time. Write the next question. For example, if you have H2 plus I2 giving you 2 hydrogen iodide. In this, the rate of reaction will be equal to the minus of change in the concentration of H2 divided by change in time. This will be equal to minus of change in the concentration of I2 divided by change in time. This will be equal to 1 upon 2. Why 1 upon 2? Because the stoichiometric coefficient of HI is 1 up. HI is 2. That is why 1 upon 2 into the change in the concentration of HI divided by change in time. Now, many of you will want to, they will feel from their heart that they have to write 2 into HI. No, it is always half. We have already proved that. Okay. So if you have any of that kind of inclination, then please remove that. The stoichiometric coefficient should be, it should be dividing the stoichiometric coefficient, not multiplying. So this is 2 HI. It will give you 1 upon 2 delta HI into delta T. Also write one more question. The reaction 2A giving B. The concentration of 2A giving B, the concentration of A decreased from 3 molar to 1 molar in 5 minutes. Calculate A part, the rate of reaction, the rate of disappearance of A, C part, rate of appearance of B. So how will we do this question? I'm solving this for you. The next question you all will solve. Okay, please look at it now. The rate of reaction. So whenever you get a reaction, what you will do? You will first of all write the equality. What is that equality? The equality is rate of reaction is equal to minus of 1 upon 2 into the change in the concentration of A divided by the change in time. This will be equal to, because there is no stoichiometric coefficient for B, you will directly write delta of B divided by delta in time. Okay. Now we have been given rate of reaction. We have to find. We have been given the change in concentration of A. Now which to choose? You have got 2 parts here. Delta A upon delta T, delta B upon delta T. What you have to choose? Whichever is given. So what is given in this question for A or for B?
For
Nazira? Yeah, correct, Ahmed. For A it is given. So we will use whatever is whatever it was given for A. So rate of reaction is equal to minus 1 by 2. Change in the concentration of A is equal to what? Change in the concentration of A is equal to final is 1 molar minus initial is 3 molar divided by in 5 minutes, right? In 5 minutes, that means the change in time is 5 minutes. Now, as you can see, minus of 1 by 2 into this will be minus of 2 divided by 5. This will be equal to, this is molar per minute. So this 2 and 2 will cancel out each other. You will get 1 upon 5. This capital M, molar, it means what? Molar means moles per liter. This will be moles per liter per minute. Okay. These are easy questions, okay? These are not tough. You just have to plug in the values from the question. That's it.
Sir, can you show the question?
Can you show the question? Yes, I can show the question. Can you guys calculate the rate of disappearance of A?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So rate of disappearance of A will be nothing but
1 by 5.
rate of disappearance of A. This will be equal to minus of delta, change in the concentration of A divided by change in time. That's it. You don't have to plug in the half because that gives the relationship between the rate of disappearance and rate of appearance. Independently, rate of disappearance is not affected by the stoichiometry. The stoichiometry is just a way to relate reactants and products and different reactants and different products. So please tell the answer in chat. What will be rate of disappearance of A? Yes, correct, Ahmed. Yes, correct, Sanya. Oh, no, 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 no. No, Sanya. No, Amalya. No. Okay. Sanya, you tell me. Minus. What is the change in concentration of A? Yes, Fatima, correct. Sanya, you tell me what is the change in concentration of A? A final minus A initial divided by 5 minutes. Yes, what? Yes. Change is always final minus initial. Amalia, you are doing something wrong. Okay, don't, please stop. It will never be negative. How many times I have told it now? It will never be negative. First thing is that it will never be negative. Yes, Sanya, can you please speak? Yes, Sanya. Yes, can you please turn the mic on? Okay, if not, then please tell me no, you cannot. Nazira, can you please turn your mic on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me. What is the final concentration of A?
1 more.
1 molar. Minus. What is the initial concentration of A?
3 molar.
Now, there is a negative sign here already, right? Divided by 5 minutes. Now, minus of 1 minus 3 will be how much? 1 minus 3 is? Minus 2 upon 5. I can write it like this, moles molar per minute divided by Now this minus and minus will get you positive, right? Minus minus is plus. So this will be 2 upon 5 mole per liter per minute. Isn't it?
Sir, can we write molar per minute?
Yeah, you can also write like this. This will be 0.4 molar per minute. Did everyone understand now?
Yes, sir. Done.
Are you to gave right answer? I'm asking those who have not given the right answer. Nazira, Sania, Amalya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where did you get wrong, Amalya? In which part?
I didn't do
You
AF
didn't do it.
micro.
You did it just in your head.
No.
Okay. You didn't do it. So what? Okay, fine. Please write this and calculate. Okay, now please write this. C part is the rate of appearance of B. So we know that ROA of B, it will be equal to, not minus, because B is the product. That is why directly writing delta, the change in the concentration of B upon delta T. Now we have already seen that C rate is equal to delta B upon delta T, right? So that is why that we can directly write it is also equal to the rate. That is the rate of reaction. So this will be equal to how? This will be equal to 1/5 mole per liter minute inverse.
Sir, but you said rate of appearance is equal to rate of disappearance.
When?
In previous slides,
See the reaction here.
yes, sir, clear.
You understand the difference between this reaction?
No, sir.
Huh? Please say loudly.
No. No, sir.
A is giving B and 2A is giving B. Are these reactions different or same?
They're different.
They're different now. So that is why their rate of disappearance and rate of appearance will have different formula. And the equality will be different. See, this is not always true. This is for only this reaction.
Okay, sir.
The rate of generalized reaction I have wrote, वहां आपका ध्यान ही नहीं है. This I have wrote na rate of reaction. These are the terms in which you can express the rate of reaction.
Yes, sir.
That is why I said that you don't have to write those parts. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write another question. To say in the reaction. The reaction has been given as PCl3 plus Cl2 gives PCl5. Okay, it will give you PCl5. In this reaction, PCl3 plus Cl2 giving PCl5. The concentration of PCl5 increased from 2 molar to 10 molar in 4 seconds. The concentration of PCl5 increased from 2 molar to 10 molar in 4 seconds. Calculate A part, the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. First of all, how will we write rate of reaction? We will write R is equal to, tell me, for PCl3, what should I write? Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
for PCl3, how should I express the rate of reaction?
Minus PCl3
Minus change in the concentration of PCl3
upon delta T.
upon change in
Delta time
is equal to
is equal to minus minus Cl2 upon
divided by
change in
delta
time,
T is equal to
delta PCl5
delta the change in the concentration of PCl5
upon
divided by
change in time.
delta T. Okay. Now we have got, we can express the rate of reaction. That means we can take out, we can extract the rate of reaction, we can calculate the rate of reaction, we can determine the rate of reaction from the concentration of PCl3 and change in time, Cl2, PCl5 by the change in time. But we have not been given for PCl3 and PCl2, what we have been given, the change in concentration of PCl5, na? So we'll write rate of reaction is equal to change in the concentration of PCl5 divided by change in time. Now, Mariam, you will tell me what is the change in concentration of PCl5? Yes, Mariam. Mariam is not here. No, Mariam is not here. Okay, she got disconnected. What about Fatima? What is the change in concentration of PCl5, Fatima? Yes, Fatima. Fatima, please look. Can you turn the mic on? Delta is equal to change. Change means final minus initial. What is the final concentration, Fatima? What is the final concentration, Fatima? What is the initial concentration, Fatima? So how did you write -8? Why did you write -8? It's not that difficult. तो भाई क्यों क्या कर दिया आपने उल्टा? फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल होता है हमेशा. It is always final minus initial. Please remember that. Change means final minus initial. So this will be 8 molars. What is the change in time? 4 seconds, right? In 4 seconds, that means divide by 4 seconds. So this will be equal to
2
molar
mole
per second. So you can write it 2 mole per liter per second. So this is the rate of reaction. Okay, this is the rate of reaction. A B part, the rate of disappearance of, I have written, okay, PCl3. What will be the formula? It will be equal to minus of delta PCl3 divided by delta time. Now we can see that this is equal to the rate, and we have already calculated the rate, right? The rate is equal to how much? Can you see that how easy it is now to calculate the rate of disappearance? Now, whenever, as soon as you have written this equality, you can calculate anything. Now, so you can see here that, you can see that This is the, all these are rate of reactions also, and this is the rate of appearance of PCl5. This complete thing with the negative sign is the rate of disappearance. This complete thing with the negative sign is the rate of disappearance. This is for PCl3, this is for Cl2. This should be also equal to 2 mole liter inverse second inverse. Please write this down. We will do one more question. Guys, you should be very, I mean, this is very, what can I say? In 12th standard, you don't know what is delta. It is change final minus initial. You're not expected to be doing such silly mistakes now.
Yes, sir.
Done? What about others? Abir, Amalya, Fatima, Sania, done? Sania is done. What about Abir?
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay. Azura is done. Abir, let me know if you're done. Okay, what about Fatima? Are you done, Fatima? Okay. Please write the question with me. For the given reaction, the given reaction is N2 plus 3H2. It will give you 2NH3. Okay. Now, always remember, you have to balance the chemical reaction. Then only you can write the equality of rate of reactions. Okay. Equality of rate of reaction is only written after you have balanced it. The rate of formation of ammonia is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 mole per liter per second. Determine the rate of disappearance of hydrogen. Rate of disappearance of hydrogen. So for this, the first thing that you have to do is write the equality. Okay, write the equality. The rate of reaction is equal to, you start with N2. Tell me, Abir, how should I write the rate of equality? Starting with
Minus
N2
delta N2
minus change in the concentration of N2
divided by
divided by
delta T.
delta T is equal to
Minus delta
minus
1 by 3.
Yes, very good. 1 by 3 into then minus. Okay.
Yeah, delta H2, concentration of H2 divided by delta T.
Delta T is equal to 1 by 2.
By 2.
Correct.
Yeah, delta
Delta
NH3
NH3
divided by delta 2.
Very good. Delta T.
Delta T.
Now, please remember. Okay. Yeah. Please remember. Yes, everything is right now. Please remember that. This complete thing here. Okay. Now, please don't write anything. Please just look at this. Delta H2 by delta T without the stoichiometric coefficient. Delta NH3 by delta T without the stoichiometric coefficient. Okay. So what is this? This is the rate of disappearance of N2. Now this only the highlighted part. What is delta H2? This is the rate of disappearance of H2. This is the rate of appearance of NH3, rate of appearance of NH3. Yes or no? Please tell me if you have any doubt in this.
No, sir.
No
No,
doubt,
sir.
right? No doubt, right? Now,
Yes,
if
sir.
you have been given any one of them, if you have been given, now this is the rate of reaction, this complete thing. This guy here, this is the rate of reaction. This is the rate of reaction. Now there are, in this equality, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there are 4 equalities. R is also equal to this. R is also equal to this with the 1 by 3. R is also equal to this with the 1 by 2. Okay, R is also equal to that. Now, as you can see, there are 1 equality, 2 equality, and 3 equalities. And then there are equalities between these two also that you also have to see. This equality sign, this equality of rate of reaction with the products and the reactant, it gives you everything about the rate of reaction. You can determine anything. If you have been given any one of them, for example, you have been given here what? Rate of appearance of NH3. That means you can also find the rate of reaction. You can also find the rate of disappearance of N2. You can also find the rate of appearance, disappearance of H2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, what do I have to do here? We have been given, see, we can equate these two parts. We need the rate of disappearance of H2 and we have the rate of appearance of NH3. That means this whole thing I can equate. Correct?
Yes.
Yes or no? What I will write? 1 by 3 into rate of disappearance of H2 is equal to 1 by 2 into rate of appearance of NH3.
NH3.
Now rate of disappearance of H2 is equal to 3 by 2 into rate of appearance of NH3. Yes or no? What has been given? 3 by 2 into what is the rate of appearance of NH3? 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter per second. And this will be equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 mole per liter per second. This is the rate of disappearance of H2. Okay, first thing is that you have to identify what each term means. And when you have identified those each terms, now then it will become very easy. So please copy this first.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you are very much scared of writing these delta terms and then concentration terms, then you can simply write ROD of H2, RO of NH3. Okay, that is also fine. Because when you write ROD, na, that would include the negative sign. Any doubts, Amalya, Nazira, Fatima?
No, sir.
No? Okay, please copy this.
Sir, that's it for today's class.
Sorry, please say it loudly, Ahmed.
Sir, that's it for today's class.
Now you just have to write one more thing. I mean, this is, not one question. This is one topic, simple topic. We have already seen that in kinematics when you were learning about velocity and speed. There is a thing which is known as average speed or average velocity. There is another thing which is known as instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. So rate of reaction can also be two types, average rate and instantaneous rate. So I will write the differences and that would be it. Are you guys done? Fatima, Nazira, Sania? Okay, if you have highlighted or something, please do this highlighting and write what each part means, okay? Veer is done, Nazira is done. Okay, Amalya, Fatima, and Sania. Okay, everyone is done. Now, let me just zoom in. There are two types of rate. We'll talk about them. Then we will end the class. So please start writing with me. Okay. There is one thing which is known as average rate. Another is known as instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate. Here's the definition. What is the average speed? It is the change in position in an interval of time, right? So similarly, what is average rate? Change in concentration over a period of time or over a interval of time. What about instantaneous rate? Instantaneous rate will be the change in concentration. Yeah, change in concentration will be same. Okay, change in concentration of reactants or products. Please write this, reactants or products. Sorry, change in concentration of reactant or product at an instant. At an instant. For both of these reaction, I am writing R is giving P. That means reactant is giving you product. So initially, what we will do, we will look for the change in concentration of reactant in a graph. So initially, reactant will be something, some concentration here. So this is the concentration of reactants. Okay, this side is the concentration of reactant. This side is the time. Okay, so initially, reactant will be something, and slowly, it will be decreasing. Right? There will be a decrease in reactant. So it will something like this. Now, what will be the average rate? So when we have time initially, let us say here, the reactant is this much. Then we have at time t, this is the t initial. This is the t final. And the reactant is reactant initial here and reactant final is here. Okay. So what is greater? Initial reactant or final reactant?
Okay, sir. Initial is greater.
Initial is greater, right? Initial is greater. Now, similarly, when we have to calculate the instantaneous rate, here also this is the concentration of reactant. Here it is time. But what will we have here is a similar graph. But in this, what we will be doing is calculating the tangent, because at an instant now we don't have to put interval of time. So let us see if I can get a tangent here. Okay. Now this line here, this line will have some slope. Slope will be equal to what? The reactant upon time, right? This will give you instantaneous rate. Right? The slope will give you instantaneous rate. That will be equal to tan theta. Now, what are the other things that you have to remember with instantaneous rate and average rate? The rate will be equal to minus of delta change in concentration of reactant divided by delta time, which will be equal to minus of the concentration, that is R final, minus concentration, that is R initial, divided by delta T. What is this negative sign denoting? negative sign
disappearing,
tells us that the concentration of reactant is decreasing. What about here? Here we will write rate is given as, when you want to calculate for an instant, we use the letter D, right? dr upon dt, the small change in the concentration of reactant by small change in time. Again, here the negative sign is also denoting what? It is denoting that the concentration is decreasing. Similarly, if you want to plot for products, what will happen? Initially, products concentration will be 0. Now, the product concentration is 0. It will slowly start and it will rise like this. Correct? Let me copy this and put that here also. Yes, now you guys can write also, right? Now in the products concentration also, what we can do, we can calculate the T initial. This is your T initial. And then we can have your T final. So this is T initial and this is T final, right? If you want to write the rate of reaction in terms of products, so rate of reaction will be equal to, this will be positive, okay? Delta products upon delta T. Now here what will happen? Again, I have to draw slope. Okay, so somewhat we have drawn this. So here also the slope will give you the instantaneous rate, and this will be equal to tan theta. And how will we write the rate? The rate will be written as change in concentration of product upon change in time. The plus sign, positive sign, denotes increase in concentration of products. Okay, that's it. So you don't have any questions for instantaneous rate and all. You will be basically given the questions of average rates only. And after that, you will learn about rate law expression. That is more important part. But maybe sometime in your examination, you can be given, right, the differences between the average rate and the instantaneous rate. Okay, as you can see, wait a second, did I write? The only thing that you have to do is minus tan theta. This will be minus of slope, right? Because as you can see, if you write minus of tan theta, then only it will give you positive value. For reactant, it will be minus tan theta. For products, it will be positive tan theta. That's it for today, okay? In the next class, we will learn about rate law. Rate law.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
what you have to do for this particular lesson, just have a command in this type of rate expression, okay? The equality, okay? Because this is most important part.